Supreme Court decision season is in full swing, with the justices just this week handing down 6 opinions that range from religion to guns to discrimination. You might call it unanimous day at the Supreme Court. Both the liberal and conservative justices all agreed on 3 major cases. First up was a straight woman's claims that her former employer discriminated against her for being heterosexual. Marlene Ames said that her gay supervisor at the Ohio Department of Youth Services passed over her for a promotion in favor of a lesbian woman. Then, Ames was demoted, and a gay man was hired to take her place. So Ames sued under Title VII of the Civil Rights Act, the landmark 1964 federal law that protects against employment discrimination based on race, color, religion, sex, and national origin. Lower courts said that Ames, however, had to show something more than the normal requirements because she was straight. The lower court said that Ames had to show background circumstances that proves that hers is the rare case where an employer was discriminating against the majority. But in that 9-0 decision authored by Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson, former President Biden's appointee to the court, the Supreme Court rejected that theory, sending Ames's case back for another look. Quote, Congress left no room for courts to impose special requirements on majority group plaintiffs alone, Jackson wrote for the majority. Next up was a major gun case, but not one that implicates the Second Amendment. Instead, the justices rejected the Mexican government's multi-billion-dollar lawsuit against the American gun industry. Justice Elena Kagan, another of the court's liberal justices, said that the lawsuit was barred by the Protection of Lawful Commerce and Arms Act, a law known as PLACA. It's a 2005 federal statute that provides broad protections to the gun industry. Mexico claimed that its lawsuit fell under an exception to this law, and it claimed that it could sue these manufacturers for not doing more to prevent their guns from falling into cartel hands south of the border. But unanimously, the Supreme Court said that that was wrong, and the country's lawsuit can't proceed. In the third major decision, the court sided with Catholic Charities in its bid to get a religious exemption from Wisconsin's unemployment tax system. Justice Sonia Sotomayor, the court's other liberal justice, wrote that Wisconsin violated the First Amendment by questioning Catholic Charities' religious purpose to deny it the exemption. Now, the case may directly be about unemployment taxes, but religious rights advocates see the decision as a major victory that will bolster their legal fights to protect religious liberty across the country. The unity may not last for long, however. The Supreme Court often saves those major, deeply divided decisions for the end of its decision season. And as we get more into June, the court still has more than 24 decisions remaining, ranging from gender-affirming care bans to President Trump's birthright citizenship order to even age verification laws for adult websites. Those next opinions will be coming out on Thursday, June 12th, and we'll have you covered at thehill.com.